hope if you're in a snow day, you're enjoying it. And I hope you enjoyed your Christmas vacation. Now I'd like to jump into the subject right away. I'll try to be as concise as possible. But this is a very important issue we encounter every day in our own lives and at school. So we're going to jump into it right away. This is about discipline. Oh my, what to do with discipline? Should we? Shouldn't we? Dr. Neufeld has a very interesting theory, and as always, he just finds the pinpoint, the exact words. He's synthesized so much research that it makes the most sense in the world, and I'm going to share this with you, and I'm sure it will at least give you food for thought in the rest of the year that you have when you have to give discipline. Now, discipline in the sense of, for example, giving a consequence. Now, Johnny is frustrated, so he punches Tommy. We don't know what went into Johnny's head. We don't know his side of the story, the other side of the story. And when we're agents of being the judge, being the detective, that's a very, very big responsibility to have. But we need social order because we're in a social environment. We have our alpha stance that is crucial in the classroom. We are the boss. Now, we're not Big Brother, but we have to make sure that we feel safe and that learning will unfold. So never does Neufeld put that into question. But where it's very interesting is that us as teachers, I know we have so many different roles. We're mothers, we're counselors, we're nurses for what, but we also have to be something else. And this is where I'm going to draw this roundabout to show you that frustration is everywhere in our schools. It's even more alarming than it ever was before because we have forgotten to look deeper into what's going inside the child, and we kind of have to forget about the environment. So here is Dr. Neufeld's wonderful roundabout on discipline, aka frustration. Now, not anger. Anger happens to us. I'm angry, it's cerebral, because something happened to me. Someone stole my pencil. Now that's coming from the outside. I'm talking about a feeling, an emotion a feeling coming from inside that we cannot control. It just happens. We can't say, hey, bravo, you haven't been frustrated today. It just happens. We can't decide when it's going to happen or not. So we have in our roundabout 4 outcomes. Now, excuse me, I'm not very, very good at drawing, but the ideas are there anyways. So, frustration. It happens to all of us. Let's say we enter the roundabout, we have our frustration. Johnny really wants a cookie. But Mommy said no. There are no more cookies today. So the first output, because we have this frustration and there's energy coming from inside, we didn't ask for it. We didn't say, hey, I plan to be frustrated at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. No, it just happens. So we're frustrated. Mommy said, no, we can't have another cookie. The first thing that kids are going to do, adults as well, is try to change the outcome. But Mommy, my cookie was so small. I didn't have a cookie yesterday. Please, Mommy, let me have another cookie. We're going to try to go out this door. Sometimes it might work, but when we're in a specific situation, Mommy said no, and she will not change her mind. Then this door is closed. There's no way Johnny will have his cookie. You can't go that way. What's the next point? So he will go to this, which is adaptive. What is an adaptive being? I will show you. So the adaptive being is when the child encounters feelings of frustration. He's so frustrated. For example, even as adults, Susie was madly in love with Billy, but Billy left her. Susie is frustrated, and then at one point, she just has a good cry about it. She is so devastated. She cries. She goes into her apartment. She's got a safe place to cry. She wants to be all by herself. She encounters the feelings of futility. He has left me. There is nothing I can do. Cries about it. And then, my goodness, don't we feel better after that? It's the same thing for the kids. If Billy, his mommy says, no, there are no other cookies, and he is an adaptive being, he is able to find his tears. Sometimes they're real tears. Sometimes they're just, you cry from inside. We are a tear-phobic society where you have to be tough and you can't show, especially for boys, you can't show that you're weak. So having our tears from inside is not that it's better, not at all. It's great that you have your tears from outside, but sometimes they do happen from inside because of the society in which we live in. So if you've had them and you really feel that there's nothing you can change, you adapt. You don't cope, you're adapting. You've transformed yourself. This new energy is now positive and you can keep on going. Sometimes it's a cycle because a separation is tough. You're going to go through that many times. But in the story of the cookie, one time should be enough. He's adapted. He's had his tears, his safe place to have his tears. Someone will not judge him because he's sad of the cookie. Even though for us it's silly, it isn't for him. So he's had his tears. That's fine. I know you're frustrated. Let's let it go. I'll accompany you in your frustration, but I'm not changing my mind. There's no weakness in that. But some children have so much frustration. They haven't had their tears for a long time, and they have nowhere to have them. They don't feel safe. They feel judged, or they're scared. Where do they go? Well, that's what we encounter in our classrooms, is attack. And attack can have many forms. It's not only Billy or Johnny, I forget his name, that's frustrated because of his cookie, he's going to punch his mom. It can be, I hate you, Mom, an attack. I'm never going to eat your cookies ever again, they're disgusting. I don't want to play with blah, blah, blah. Whatever form it takes, or sometimes it can be mean. You know, Mom, you're really ugly. You've never known how to make good cookies. It can be intellectual, whatever form it takes, there's the attack. Because this door was closed. They didn't go to their tears. They didn't adapt to the situation. They went to attack. So why am I telling you this? It's just to let you guys know, just open-mindedness about when we give a consequence. Now, Billy was frustrated because his father is gone for 3 weeks. He's got this strong bond with his father. He's really frustrated. You don't know what he brings from school, for sure, but you need you need everything to work in the classroom. That's no question. He can't change the fact that his father is coming back. And his mother wasn't there. She went to a party. I don't know. He hasn't had his tears. Well, maybe he's going to attack in whatever form at school that day. Or that whole 3 weeks. We don't know. That's why us, as teachers, we have the very, and whoever in the classroom, doesn't have to be necessarily a teacher. It can be a teacher's aide, it could be the principal, it could be whoever is working with the kids, even the mom, if you realize that. We have to be agents of futility. I will let you have your tears. I will help you be that adaptive being. And also angels of comfort. I said no, let's have our tears, and angels of comfort. I know you're frustrated. I see that Daddy is gone and that we can't do anything about it. Let's go through that together. So when we're giving consequences, we have to remember this process. And if we give a consequence because he punched and he has a strong bond with the teacher, and then we put him in solitary confinement, well then he's already lost his father. Now he's losing the relationship with his teacher. Gotta think about it. We're putting oil on the fire. So, not to say that I've never done those things, we've all have. But having that in mind, maybe will change your perspective on discipline. So, as you can see, I'm very passionate about Dr. Neufeld, and there's a lot to learn from him. That's only a glimpse of the wonderful work he's done, and I shall be giving more training in the year to come and next year as well. So if you're ever interested, let me know. There's so much more to learn, and I hope this will have interested you and that you will be able to use it in your lives with your children, nieces, or whatever, and your kids. Thank you. See you later.